because volume is much higher, like weekly volume is much higher, and also I'm working in like much higher rep ranges. So it's humbling because suddenly you have to drop down from like maybe working mostly like 70% of your max and above to like 40% of your max, and you're just like, you look at the weight on the bar and you're judging yourself based on like your past experience, and you're like, you're so fucking weak. But it's like, well, I also like just did like sets of 16 or whatever. So
well, it's really it ends up really being an aesthetic thing, right? You're not really building for strength anymore, right? But I get it, man. I mean, I used to love getting under the rack like crazy. Like one of the first routines that I got into was this thing called squat every day that I got from bodybuilding.com. It was like the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. I would literally squat 7 days a week.
Is that something that got popular in the past couple of years, or is it older than that?
This thing called squat every day. It's just like this workout routine I got from bodybuilding.com.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Dude, I used to lurk on bodybuilding.com all the time, like way back in like 2010. There's just
is there stuff legitimate, Josh, would you say, in terms of like information, or is it just kind of like garbage?
What sub thread are you on? Are you on like the MISC?
I think he's talking about the articles.
Yeah, the articles.
Not the forums, right?
Yeah, not the forums. Yeah, definitely.
The forums are a cesspool, man.
Yeah, dude, they are.
And it's a very young, well, I guess it's broad, but they have a lot of guys in there in the forums who are like 16, 17, 18. And so it's like the Xbox Live of like fitness forums.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let me see if I can still have if I still have my account, if I know how to get it. I don't even know how to navigate this website anymore. Where is Control F forums? No. I know look, Fido, I know some of their articles are like legit, but like some of that stuff's like, I mean, they can only there's only like a certain amount they can explain, or like there's only a certain amount to explain to fitness, right?
Right.
So they just run out of shit, and they have to like pay these people to do these articles for them. So they're like, yeah, just go ahead and do this, and people are just like snake diet or whatever. But I mean, overall, I don't know. I can't tell you. I've never read their shit in a long time.
I will tell you the routine that I did do, that squat every day, made me absolutely addicted to the gym. I would get like these just like natural lift highs from like just putting up weight. You know what I'm saying? And I was same deal, Mike. I was probably hovering around like 182, 185 at the time.
Okay.
But I had these like thick fucking legs. You know what I'm saying? So
I
felt
bet,
like,
dude.
Yeah. I mean, not like Josh thick. I mean, Josh real thick.
He thick.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk. Get that boy some milk. Let me see. All right, now you guys know my really old email. Let me see. What is this password? Maybe it's is it this?
Bro, I just saw when I was working out, I had Spotify running, and I saw one of my buddies from college. Like, he was listening to this track called "Thighs Like Mewtwo."
Thighs like Mewtwo. Does Mewtwo have biceps?
Look this up.
That's Pokemon. The Pokemon.
Yeah, like Pokemon.
Oh, that's funny, dude.
Look, here we go, dude. Welcome back to Greasy Time. You guys want to see my rep points, dude? I was a hot motherfucker on here.
Reps.
Let's see. Last login. It's member since September 18th, 2012, dude.
OG.
Shit, dude.
Super OG.
Damn, son.
Damn, bro.
That was natty, Josh.
Look at that,
dude.
sub 2 digits body fat.
Chiseled, bro.
Just kidding, dude. I'm still natty. Would never do things like that. Yeah, let me see. Where are my form posts? Let's see. Let me go back to the form. They have this thing called rep points. Anyway, okay, this is the MISC, right? And this is like, dude, there's a bunch of like TRP and like PUA stuff going on in here, like way the fuck back then. Yes, dude. Yes. Okay. Like way back then. And that was before I even knew that was a thing, all right? I just thought these people, I was like, these guys are fucking weird. They still are weird.
Yes.
For sure. But all right, let's see.
That's almost surprising, because you think there's like it's basically a forum mostly with people who are like, there's a lot of people obsessed with aesthetics and stuff.
Yeah, right. You know what else? I bet Myron Gaines was on here, because like Myron Gaines is it's a meme from here. Like Myron Gaines, huge arms, right? So like not like huge arms, but like
huge arms,
like this, like this. HUGHE arms. That's my name. Yeah. My name is Myron Gaines, right? You Myron Gaines, right? Get it?
from Gainesville.
Should I follow a gorgeous classmate on Insta randomly? Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Right there.
Well, yeah, this is great. Let's look at this one. Okay, what does he say? We did a Spanish project together. My Insta is weak though. Obligated pics requested by mod. All right, let's see.
Of who?
Pics. I guess one of his classmates, he said.
Or their classmate.
Okay,
oh, she's cute.
Classmate. This is classmate. Yeah, she's cute. She's cute.
Nice hair.
Very nice. I mean, it's a little
it's a little frizzy.
It's a little wispy.
It's a little wispy. It's a little frizzy.
There's a little over drying there.
That I like her what you call it? I like her
eyes. The eyebrow.
I like the eyebrows too.
I like the eyebrows.
You should slide in those DMs with your eyebrow line.
I wonder which one takes harder to do.
Guys, the girl that I hit up like just directly on her DMs, the Insta famous girl, completely ignored me. Like awesome. I didn't get it. I got no response whatsoever. That's the update.
You gotta shoot your shot.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, there you go.
Damn, dude. Rep points 251. I can't even believe I had that many because I only really made 392 posts. I had no idea I posted that much on here. I mean, it's nothing like this guy right here.
Prolific.
All right, let's see what's on my SIG. Bench 275 for one. Wow, that was a long time ago. Squat 370
squat
for one.
Huge, man.
My what?
370. Wow, that's your one rep max.
Is way. I never I mean, with all due respect, I know you're strong as fuck, but I wouldn't even guess you could squat 370.
Really?
Yeah,
I can squat 4 or 5 like for reps on like a top set.
Jesus Christ.
405?
Yeah,
damn,
this is from like 2012 or 2013.
I maxed out at 325 was my one rep max on the squat, and I felt like I was getting an anal. Yeah, I felt like I was gonna get an anal hemorrhoid after I got done with it. No. Like it was pretty bad. Yeah. All
right, let's see what else kind of toxic sludge is on here.
That's still really high, Fido. Like.
Yeah, well, dude, it was like 7 or 8 months of training to get up to like that point. It was pretty brutal, but I love the rack, man. I love the squat rack.
But in terms of total years of training, like training squatting, it probably wasn't that long, right? To get
no, but keep in mind the regimen was fucked up. Like it was like
right.
it was literally squat every day.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Zac Efron is proof that manlets can make it. I know a lot of misters think that women don't like manlets. However, I'm sure you've heard from Zac Efron. He's a turbo manlet, standing at only 5'7", crew checking in, possibly 5'6" if we're being realistic. Okay. However, women think he's sexy as fuck.
Is a turbo manlet like a taller manlet of the manlets or a shorter manlet? Like is turbo up or down?
What's the lit part of it? Like what's like the why is that funny when they say lit? Like what do they mean when they like?
Where does it say lit?
When they go manlit, yeah.
It's like a little man, right?
Oh. yeah. You know what I mean? It's like Piglet, like a booklet. It's like a small booklet.
Okay. Piglet. Like it's a little version. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Manlets can make it too. All right, I'll reply to this guy. We're
all from 2016.
We're all gonna make it.
There you go,
Dash Harambe.
There you go. All right, what
Italian
else?
Crew.
F5. Let's see. What's going on, dude? I need more cancer. Let's see what's going on. I'm 36 and my tour has just started. Chad. All right. It will take 6 months. I will take a 6-month ban if Ali Boy proves he isn't a manlet. Okay, so he's calling out some other kind of forum posts. This one looks like it's got a lot of 12,000 views. LMFAO salute BTFO on her B-day, on her baby's third B-day. Okay, this is probably like a TRP kind of post.
Dude, I read these titles and I don't even know what they mean.
What's that?
It's like there's like a sub language to this site that I'm not fluent in.
Yeah, there is. You know, actually, back in like 2015 or something, and prior to, I don't know, it could still be this way, but apparently the MISC in bodybuilding.com is the largest populated subthread of a forum in all of like the .com like internet space.
What, so bro? There's this
as far as registered members and active members. Doesn't look like they have a lot of active members right now.
I think I've heard that before, actually, Josh. That's crazy, dude.
Let's see. I think we can find how many people are on here. I know we're getting on a tangent.
I would have expected 4chan to beat them though, because that's like worldwide shit.
I don't think they can. I don't think 4chan. Well, 4chan never says how many active users are on, right?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's all,
I've never been on 4chan.
It's all Anon. Is watching porn beta? Jaden
Is that
James
a
claims
poll?
she's
It's
a
a
smart
poll.
business worms. Is it a poll?
I want to
Let's
see, but not a lot of people viewed the thread.
Let's see. Beta as fuck. Give me the video. Let me know. Hope he's a
Let me know.
I like training porn.
Quality.
Let's see. Vote now. Vote now. Vote now.
OP is a fact.
Give me the video. Let me know.
Nice. 57.
Okay. All right. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Eat Live Program. Excuse me. Welcome to Learn to Code Live. I'm Josh at Eat Live Program. Tonight with me, I got Michael Z, Microsoft's tech lead, and Fido over. Both these two young gentlemen are over in CA. We're still doing the Ruby Hangman app, but we're pretty much done, and I guess we're going to finish up today. So, guys, I cheated. You guys weren't here. I actually got a very minuscule amount of work done on it, but okay. So we have all the functionality done. Okay, minus like a couple of like flashy add-ons, I'd say. And what's left is basically we need to display after. So let's make the user makes a guess, okay, and let's say they guess right. Then we need to, or let's say they guess right or they guess wrong. We need to, either way, we need to continue to display the current state, because as of now, and actually I'm gonna have an error in my code when I run it. But basically, as of now, it just prompts you. It'll tell you if you guessed it right or wrong, and it'll just prompt you to ask again. So I'd like to do that. I'd like to display the current state of the word, which looks like we already have a function for that. I completely forgot writing. So, and I'm not sure, what does this function do? Okay, word string was blank for I and one dot secret word length do word string plus equals. Okay, so this is just going to give you, this is a poorly named function. I should have called this get word in underscores or something like that, because when you say current state of the word, it makes me think of like something that's like how it actually is right now, which would be like if you guessed once or twice already. Word, I don't know, you guys get it. You guys want to get some music going?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are y'all feeling? Feeling some Ryan Celsius?
What you had been, what was, were you playing Sebastian Bach in the beginning, or what was it?
Yeah, I think I was playing Beethoven.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nice and classy, bro.
I listened to Beethoven for 5 hours today working.
There you go. Stimulate the brain waves, bro.
Max IQ.
Yeah, Max IQ play.
Yeah. Dude,
all right.
Yeah, you know all the like the subconscious affirmation videos on YouTube that are like 6 hours long?
Alpha affirmations? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I want somebody to make one that's like for programmers. Like,
I'm the smartest developer.
Makes you a better coder.
I'm the best engineer that's ever existed. I think in all languages at all times.
I dream in code. I dream in code.
I only execute commands
so funny.
in the terminal with my brain.
Do you guys listen to them when you go to bed? I've been listening to them when I go to bed. They're helpful. They are helpful. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's I find them helpful when I'm like kind of binging an hour of YouTube and I'm like I kind of want to play something to fall asleep to it, but something that will still help me fall asleep, right?
Yeah, they kind of
much more low key.
Yes, and what I was gonna say, so good point. And then what I was gonna say, they kind of set the tone. They kind of set the tone for your brain for the day. So it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what goes on, like if it's real or not, but it's dope.
Well, I mean, if anything, you could argue that even if they didn't accomplish anything at a subconscious level, it's still an action you're taking with some intent behind it. To say like, hey, I'm gonna focus on this thing, even if it's consciously for like 30 minutes, and that could still be helpful.
Yes, absolutely. Is the audio, is the music gonna be too loud, or is it?
I think it's too loud.
I got headsets on, so I can hear it.
Okay.
I can hear it, but I think it's too loud.
If I do this.
I just don't know, because maybe it's loud for us, but it's coming out good in the YouTube, like in the on the video.
It's really loud.
It's like when I talk.
Yeah. Is anybody actually watching the stream? We need like a third party.
Hey, non-existent audience right now. Is it fucking loud or what? I can't help.
Bro, this just makes this. It's like nobody's there to support you
when watching right
We're
now.
underground.
It's me, baby. It's
One,
me,
baby.
Okay. All right. So
as long as it's a whale and they're going to subscribe to Josh's channel and pay him $60 a month.
Oh yeah, don't forget, if you guys want to see me make an OnlyFans page and not dox me, please leave a comment and say, Josh, we would absolutely love to subscribe to your OnlyFans page. Okay, so I got a rant.
Are you gonna
up
give
here.
him a link?
I haven't made it yet. I said, what did I say? I said 10. If I just get 10 measly comments that say, I want an OnlyFans page.
You'll do it,
Josh,
for sure.
I'll do it, and that's got to be before the end of the year. And I already have one because Taj commented and said he wanted to see it.
Oh my god!
Good man, Taj.
Okay, so
Josh,
let's see.
Has your channel gotten 10 comments in total at all?
I'm not sure. I have to see. I think I'm at like 600 views total, but my older videos, and you know what else is weird? My older videos get consistent like ups in views, where the newer ones not so much, which is weird because the newer ones are more refined and better.
Yeah.
But maybe people come to the channel and they see like Learn to Code Live episode 1 or episode 0, and they want to start at 0, I guess.
Yeah.
And they realize it's like actually hours of code, so they just get burnt out. I don't know.
It's just like the MIT stuff and like the Stanford stuff. Everybody wants to learn computer science until they have to do more than 2 classes, and they're like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's how it was at my school. Our first semester, freshman year, like we had like our computer science department went from like 200 people to like 600, and it was back to like at the fall semester or in the spring semester it was like 150, 200 again. So everyone was like, "Shit, this shit's hard. I can't do this."
Yeah.
Okay, so
good though. If somebody doesn't want to be in a class, like it's better for everyone if they leave.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Something get.
Like that's the responsible thing to do.
I'm running this guy right here. We still have to get rid of these, but well, actually all these, but we're just using that for debugging purposes because we don't have a debugger, which is why we're so fucking cool.
No debugger.
All right, so I'm gonna press enter. We got a cool little hangman guy. Obviously, it's so much. God, it feels so much better to be back in a fucking MacBook. Okay.
Welcome back, bro.
Back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle. All right, let's get started. The number of guesses left is 6. The state of the word is 3. Okay, so we know that we have a word with 3 letters. Okay. All right, so I already know the word is cat because it's telling us at the top. But let's just try to guess C. Let's see what it does. All right, you guessed false. Where's that false coming from? What is printed false? C false. You guessed the letter, bro. Okay, so it guessed it right. Let me see. Where in the hell is that? Where did that come from? Let's see. Puts. Where does it say you guessed the letter, bro?
This is where if you're logging a value and later you don't know what it represents, it's helpful to log some context along with it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, geez. I don't even know. Why would it be? Where would we be logging a Boolean? The only thing that we have that has anything to do with Booleans is the value.
Can you just command F it? Just command F it.
I mean, yeah, it's got to be this stuff. Let me see. You know what? I think that's printing out. It's probably printing out something to do with the value. So yeah, C. Oh no, let's guess another. Let's see. A. False. T. Huh. All right, you guessed letter. Congrats, bro. All right, and then so we guessed all 3 correctly. Okay, and it exited that loop because the game state got switched to when. Okay, because we have this count of unguessed letters, and I guess that was that reached 0. So, and the reason it's just died is because let's see, it died on game line 84. Okay, and I'm trying to make a call back to the when function here now.
Okay.
Which you go ahead.
Real quick, why is your game calling into CLI?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking about earlier because we want all outputs, input output. Like technically, and I don't even know, should we have this coming in the terminal right now?
Well, for the development purposes, you can log wherever you want.
Yeah.
But when that console output is actually part of the running program, then you would want that to appear in your CLI, right?
Yeah. So in that case, yeah, we want, so the reason, sorry, I didn't mean to get off track. The reason why I'm calling the win function in CLI, because if those functions exist in CLI, and those functions only exist to do two things: one, tell you won or lost, and two, recall the game function. How else can I do that without calling this class?
So what you do is every time you make a call to make guess, you have two options. Either you have make guess return the latest game state as a return value, or when make guess returns, you have your CLI make a call to get game state and then proceed based on that game state. So on line 59 of your CLI is where you call game.makeGuess, right?
Yes.
So suppose that line 59 ran and the last letter that needed to be guessed just got guessed. At that point, the game's internal state would move from guess to win, and then your while loop would get reevaluated, and game.getGameState would no longer equal guess, right? It would equal win.
Yes.
So after your while loop, so it moves past your while loop and executes whatever's below your end statement on line 68.
Which is nothing, right? So
if you reach line 68, you know for certain that the game state must either be lose or win. So you can make a call to a lose or win method from your CLI there.
Okay, so then why didn't that copy? What the hell? Okay, so let's do this. If end, okay, and then I'm gonna say if or check for game state. Okay, and then we need to do here is we need to return at current state. Is that right? Yeah, return current state.
And that's up to you. Like semantically, you could just as easily have make guess not return anything, and at that point CLI just needs to know, like, so see how you're already on line 50 of your CLI, you have your game.getGameState. So which is a getter, right? You're calling a function, you're getting a value back.
We could just do that too. We could just
so you don't even, the way that this is set up, you don't even have to return something.
Okay, so we can actually is this though, do we have to recall this again? Because the state's going to be updating inside here. So yeah, what we'll have to do is we'll have to say, here's what we can do. We can put that in a variable. Let's just say, well,
because it's a getter, like you can almost treat it like a variable whose value changes every time you reference it.
Okay.
Right?
So let's say, can I reuse this variable? Can I reuse this whole line then?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see.
But look at line 42. See how you have get game state with parentheses? While on line 50 you just have get game state. So Ruby is letting you essentially call get game state as a function, but you're kind of referencing it the way you would a variable. So that's probably just the getter semantics that Ruby offers.
Okay. I didn't even realize that we were doing that. I think this was a mistake, but that's cool. Okay.
If it works.
Let's try it. Let's say get game. Actually, we can just try it like that. Get game state. Okay. And then we're going to say if state, not start, if state equals, actually, yeah, we could just do that. Yeah. Let's do this at game dot get game state equals first we're gonna do that. If game state equals win, let's do die first. Die. Then we're going to call death. We should also put some kind of like Wait, is there any output in death? Yeah, I did that earlier. Okay. Congratulations. Oh, unfortunately, you got hung. Would you like to play again? Question mark. Initialize game. Okay, cool. And then looks like the same thing for win. Congratulations, you win. Would you like to play again? Yeah.
Initialize game.
Play again. Okay, so let's do that. And then let me add an else if, or ELS if, excuse me, else if at game.get game state equals win. Is it capital win? Yeah. Then we're gonna call win. Call the win function for the win. All right, cool. And I don't need to, I don't think we need to handle guess because it's not even gonna get into here unless it gets out of guess. Because, well, this conditional while loop right here. Right, gentlemen?
Yeah, and you don't even have to handle the win condition explicitly through an else if.
Yeah,
because you've already knocked out the two alternative possibilities.
I was just thinking that because I could just do else, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what scares me is some way randomly, I don't know, that guess just somehow gets sent into there, but I don't know if that's even possible because of this.
Yes, sometimes it's valuable to do that anyway, just so that your code is more explicit. If someone else is reading it, they might not infer immediately that that's the only condition left. You know it because you wrote the code. Another reason you might want to keep that around instead of using else is if you want to introduce more game states in the future and you want to handle them in certain orders.
Did Josh just disappear?
I'm dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm back.
You went to programmer heaven.
I went to dev heaven. Okay, to do. What did I put right here? To do. Check game state, reflect if user wins. Reflect the user's use. Ask the user when to start again. All right, we did that. Grab that space. Extras. Update UI to reflect how many lob underscore on the left. There's guess display. Display letter instead of. Okay, you know what? Let's see. What did I do here? This has got to go. Okay, this has got to go. Gotta go. No. That's gotta go. Control S. Print number of guesses left.
Your line 79, you can drop that too.
79. Oh yeah, thank you. Wait, did I actually? Hold on. Oh yeah, you're right. Forgot that guy. Okay. Let's see. And if so here's another question. I have here, so we're decrementing number of guesses left. All right, print number of guesses left. So I'd like to right here be able to say, make a call to get num of guesses, right? And I'd like this to just print out, put a put statement in here, but we can't do that because we're trying to keep everything compartmentalized, right? So how can we do that? How can we cross this little bridge now?
So what are you trying to accomplish?
So when the user makes a guess correctly, I want it to, regardless whether they make it correctly or incorrectly, I want it to display the number of guesses they have left. So first it says 6, then it says, wait, are we doing that in here? No, okay. And then I would like it to give it the current underscores of the word, which I guess that part's like low in priorities. Let's think about this first. How can we get this call for number of guesses left, right? Because this returns number of guesses. However, I don't want to put the puts. I don't want to put like print in here and then return that. I want to be able to print it from here, from game.
Yeah. So what you can do is, so you make the call, assuming the user passed valid input, you make that call to make guess on line 59 of your game. So after that runs and that make guess method returns, that's your opportunity to output things. So in the case that you want to output number of letters guessed, you know that you only want to do that if they are still playing the game, right? So if that call to make guess just moved the game to a win state or to a lose state, no one gains anything by having that number of guesses left printed. So you want to do this. Probably you could do it in both cases, but probably just in the case where they entered valid input. Right?
Oh yeah, because it's got to get
Yeah.
Right.
So for spitting out your partial word, or like the masked version of your word, and when you output the number of guesses left, do you want to limit that output to just the case where they are still playing, where they haven't won or lost yet?
Yeah.
So what I would do then is just nest another if condition, another if block inside of like where you have lines 57 to 61 in your CLI. I just nest another if block there, and that's where you can reference get num of guesses, just like through that getter syntax, and use that in your condition. Sorry, not in the condition, but in the what you're printing out. So your
what is
if
the condition for this?
Yeah, so you just need to make sure that for this printed output, you're not printing it out if they actually just won or if they just lost, right? Because we know we've just processed a guess. So if get game state still equals guess, then you know you're Gucci.
Yeah, I can do that. We can call that same get game state equals. Yes. Then we want to print this out. It's good thinking there. It's good thinking. Okay, do that. Let me fix this. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure you can use. I'm sure you can use tick marks instead of quotes, but whatever. Forget about it. All right, let's see. Let's get that. Boom. Okay. All right, let's run this guy. Let's see. Because I feel like we've done quite a bit of work without testing yet, and I don't want to like run into 30 different bugs. Clear. All right, boom. Type enter to continue. Yes, enter. Let's get started. Number of guesses left is 6. State of the word is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-letter word. There's only 4 letters in it: A, P, L, and E. So let's try. We already know what word this is, right, guys? A. False. You guessed a letter correct below. Okay. CLI line 62. No implicit conversion from fixed num into string. Oh, okay. You know what I need to do? I need to cast. Where is that sucker? Dot to s. Why can't you
do string?
I wouldn't. Oh yeah, I would have. That's dumb. I would have do that in real language. What was I thinking? Dude. Enter. All right, let's see. It's the same exact letter twice. What are the chances? A. Number of guesses left is 6. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. P. E. You know what? I just ran into a problem, guys. Okay, so this is apple, right? The word is apple. There's 2 P's in apple. I need to kill this guy. So there's 2 P's in apple, right? And we have this condition: if they guess the same number already, if they guess the same number, if you already guessed the letter, it decrements it. We need to check. We need to probably put a nested if in here and say, if you guess the same number already, if you guess the same letter already once, however, there is the same number again, or the same letter, again, inside this guy, but it actually is supposed to be in there, then we're not going to decrement your number of letters guessed. We're going to decrement number of guesses, or not. We're going to count of unguessed letters. Yeah. Right. Make sense?
So how do you account for that? Like there being 2 duplicate letters.
We're going to have to probably put, let's see, you already guessed this letter. If. We're going to do if.
Real quick, why does it matter how many instances of a letter is in the word? Like if there's 2 P's or 4 P's?
because when I did that, because there's two P's, right?
Yep.
We decided if they guessed the same letter twice, that we were going to penalize them by decrementing number of guesses left.
Right. Which is what your code was doing.
Yeah, and that's not what it. But that's like when I decided to penalize them for that, I was thinking if they're guessing the same letter twice and it wasn't in there, and they're just being and they're just like, I don't know what this is.
Well, so if they're guessing the same letter twice that isn't in the word versus guessing the same letter twice that is in the word.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And it's not like it would really matter because you can get rid of one guess, right? I think they'll still have 5 guesses left, and I should be able to say L, E, and then congratulations, you win, right?
Yeah.
But let's just say like it's a 5 million long letter. This is never going to happen. But it's a 5 million long letter, and they run it the same. It's a 5 million letter long word, and they're out of 6 guesses, but they have to re-guess the same. Like they have to re-guess P like 10 times.
Yeah. So in your condition on line 57, you have if letters guessed letter equals true. So that's going to be true if you're guessing a letter that you've already guessed that is in the word, right? So letters guessed, when letters guessed for some letter is true, that means that it is in the word and it's already been guessed. It doesn't just mean that it's already been guessed.
Right.
So I don't think there's any nested conditional check you need.
No, we can just do the same thing and just say if letters guessed, if letter guessed dot letter.
I think if letters guessed dot letter is true, you just remove the decrement code you have on line 62, because you can still output something and be like, hey, you already guessed that letter. It's in the word, so I'm not going to penalize you, but there's nothing to do here.
We need another if condition. We need another condition in here, though, don't we?
Well, if at letters guessed letter equals false, the thing is that you're tracking the true and false is an entry in that map is only going to get set to true, not just if you've guessed it, but if you've guessed it and it's in the word.
Yeah.
So if you continually guess a letter that isn't in the word, its entry will always be false. So right now we don't have a running history of whether or not a particular letter that isn't in the word has been guessed in the past.
Right. Okay. So what do we do? Let's say if...
Yeah, I mean, you have some options. You could store that history in a separate data structure. Another thing you could do is you could have your map entries support one of 3 values. So the first is like it's never been guessed before, and that could be like nil or something like that. That's what you initialize all the entries to. The second one could be false, which means it's not in the word and you've guessed it. And the third would be true, which means it is in the word and you've guessed it.
Is that too much work to do for this small instance? What do you think? Are we being nitpicky?
Can you scroll down to your conditions for handling the guess? So if letters guessed letter equals false. Okay, so letters guessed only has entries for... Yeah, letters guessed only has entries that for letters that are in the word. So if W isn't in the word, you won't have an entry for W in letters guessed. So if you're guessing a letter twice and that letter's not in the word, you would be down there in your else block.
If the letter is guessed correctly, so say that the user guesses P and the P in Apple is there twice, shouldn't it automatically populate the P, even though it's one guess, but 2 spaces are filled out because of it correctly, so 2 things are set to true because of it? Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah. You know what? Hold on.
So you don't have to press P again. You only have to hit P once for it to populate. Does that make any sense?
I think that would have happened. Let me see.
It does. It's not a matter of setting 2 entries to true though, because even if there's 3 P's in the word, there's only 1 entry in our data structure, and all we need to know is did they guess this letter at least once?
Yeah, that's right. We don't even have to worry about that because in both of those entries, so if it's A P P L E, then both those P's are going to be turned into true.
Yeah, and
it's not like you have to guess the same P twice. So we still should we should punish them for that. We should still
punishing them for the P.
Well, so did you say that you only want to decrement that variable if they're guessing twice a letter that isn't in the word, or is it just regardless if you ever make a duplicate guess?
Yeah, but we have to let them know. It won't be fair unless we let them know how many guesses are left. So if they guess a P and there's 2 P's, then we should let them know that the number of unguessed letters left is this. So that we should let them know, like, hey, you got this, and it actually was accounted for 2 of them. Yeah,
they know the number of unguessed letters, or at least they know the maximum because they see the printed
visual representation.
Yeah. So if they guess,
it doesn't get reprinted though. It doesn't get reprinted.
What do you mean?
Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah. So run it.
Okay.
Just find a word that has a duplicate letter.
Say the word is 6. Run. So 1, 2, 3. So if I guess R, okay, it doesn't reprint the state of the word.
Yeah. So that first, so where it's printing out the state of the word is ____. Show me in your code where you're doing that, because I think you're doing it at the very beginning of the game and not at the beginning of the guess.
Yeah. We're doing that inside.
So you do it once in your play function.
Yeah. So we need to do it. We need to do it again inside here.
One thing to consider is that printing out the current word representation and the number of guesses left, that's something you could just as easily do at before you call make guess instead of right after. Right? So like if I just start a new game, before I enter a letter, it's fine to just see a representation of the word, the secret word, and the number of guesses left. Right? And and because we guess sequentially, you're always going to have that output printed out between guesses. So I think with like the puts line you have on line 62 of your CLI, you could just kill that condition and just move that output above your outer if block. Because we know every time we were about to call make guess, the game state is still guess.
And we can do the same. Wait, Control Z. Yeah. Okay. And we can do the same for these other guys.
Well, you still need your else keyword.
What did I do? Oh yeah, else. Okay. All right. So, if game state is guess, we're gonna do that guy.
Yeah. So you want to output basically the current word representation plus the number of letters guessed before every guess.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the guesses are going to happen sequentially within that while loop that you have set up.
Yeah, so should we just put did you say to move this here?
No, so you want it above the if block that it was within. So where that structure you have from like line 61 to 66. So that structure is where you make your game.makeGuess method. So you can have both of these outputs appear above that if. Yeah, that would work too.
Well, actually,
so
let me see.
You can do it.
Guess a letter gets. Yeah, it should be right where this user input right after this. It should be after this.
Whoa. Yeah. It should be before you ask for user input. So where you have gets on line 58, you would need to have your puts lines before that, right? Because everything after gets is after they've made a guess.
Right. All right. Great. Okay, let's do that. And let's do puts. Why am I typing? I don't have to type. I can never do this. For this one, I mean, this would work, but I prefer it to be up there. Let's do that. space there so I can breathe. Put a space there so I can breathe. Get rid of this guy. Whoa.
Oh,
Hey
shit.
there. What's going on here? Get rid of, where was that guy? Did I get rid of him? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, now let us try this again.
So your get games, no, sorry, your get word state or whatever, that's still outside of your while loop. If you look on
Oh yeah, forgot this.
45 to 47, you would want to move that down below as well, because you're printing out num of guesses twice at the moment.
But is it still gonna print the first one though?
Yeah, why wouldn't it? Your game's already initialized, right?
Yeah, it is. Yes, we can get rid of this.
Well, no. You wanna take lines 45 and 47 because they work together, and you want to print that out before or after you're printing number of guesses left. But you want that to happen within the while loop, so it happens repeatedly between guesses.
But wouldn't it be wanted to get before the even before the while loop even happens?
It's not going to
go
make
once though.
Yeah, with respect to the first guess, it's not going to make a difference.
Okay.
But if you look at line 50 and 51, you're basically logging the same thing twice.
Oh,
right
look
now.
what I wrote here. You're right. It's just me from the past agreeing with you. Okay. All right. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so while guess. All right, we're gonna start guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Word string equals. Wait, what is word string? Where's word string getting printed at? Okay.
That's your underscore.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, here's the state of the word. Okay, next. Here's number of guesses left. Okay, and then we have number of guesses left again. Okay, we can get rid of this one. Okay, say the word. Here's number of guesses left. Please guess a letter. User guesses a letter. Validate the input. Make a call to get guess function. Get guess function does all this work. Come back in. Repeat the process. Unless we somehow have a game state that is no longer in guess, which is going to be done over here, and then we would exit it and go here. All right, cool.
Nice.
Let's check it out. All right, Ruby. All right, LINQD. I don't know what word this is. 5. Please type enter. Didn't you? Okay. Please enter a valid command. Type ENTER. ENTER. All right, let's get started. The number of words. The state of the word is blank, 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 blank. Number. Look at that. NUMMBER. Number of guesses left. 6. Please guess a letter. Okay, so I'm gonna guess P. I'm gonna guess correctly. You guessed a letter. Congrats. The state of the word is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of guesses left. Okay, so that's correct. Less. So we have to update this function. To actually reflect. Now let me try a letter that's not in there. All right. 2, 1, 0. All right. Unfortunately, you've gotten hung. Okay. I don't want to play anymore. So exit. All right. No, wait. Exit. All right, cool. Let's clear that. Okay. So it looks like that's working all good. The only thing that we look like we have a small issue with is this get current state of the words. This isn't current state of the word. This is get initial. This should be called get initial state of the word because that's what it's doing. It's getting the initial state.
Yeah, well,
not updating
you
it.
just need to take that existing method and generalize it.
We need to keep this one too, though, right?
I wouldn't. No. Well, you can accomplish both with the same method. You just need the method to have a little bit more brains to it.
Okay. How can we do that? How can we do the brain?
So on line 92 is where you're just kind of assuming that they haven't guessed the letter at that position yet because you just append an underscore. So what you just need to determine before that you do the append is should it be an underscore or should it actually be the letter? And you can do that by looking up the true false values in your map.
Okay.
So the first thing you need
So if true, show letter. If false, don't. You show underscore, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and the only thing you need to map out from here is what's the key to my map based on the value of your index variable I. So we're walking through the indices of @secret word length. So we need to go from index to letter based on our secret word on line 23.
I know what to do. Let's do it. Okay. If @secret word at index equals. How do we check that? How do we check the? Let's see. Yeah, we can just do equals. Can we do a literal check? Equals. True. Oh wait, no. Equals true. If it's true, then we're gonna display word string.
So that @secret word index I, what's the data type in memory there?
It's a string, right? It's a string, right?
You mean the index? That's a number.
So so I is a number. What about @secret word index I? What's that?
So that should be the whatever the so if
it's a letter, it's a string, right?
So if let's just say the index in this case is 3, Michael, then we should go to the third one in the string, and then it should be the letter,
right?
The third letter,
Right. And so, but right now you're comparing that
the key
that
is
letter
to a
string to a Boolean,
right?
So that @secret word index I, that becomes your key to look up into your map.
Right. Okay. So now we need to do son of a gun. Okay. If @secret word, God, do we have to do a nested for loop inside of this?
No. So you could treat that @secret word index I as just a variable. So imagine maybe if on the line above you created a temporary variable called key, you set it equal to @secret word index I. So key is a letter, which is a string that you can use to look up into whatever that map is. Letters guess.
But why are we checking the key? What are we checking the key for?
Well, so what you're doing is you're looping through all of the positions of your secret word, which might contain duplicates, right? And for every position, there's a letter.
Yes.
And then because that letter exists in your secret word, there's going to be a corresponding entry in your map. But your map's a separate data structure from your secret word. One's a string, the other's a map.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
First you need to figure out what letter are we on, and you could throw that in a local variable, and then that letter is your key to look up a true or false value in your map.
Which is what this is. That not what this variable is? Key?
Yeah. So key. Yeah. Exactly. So that's you could read that like if. So key is like A or B or C or something like that.
Yeah. So if A.
So then it's if your key, right, which is the secret word with the I matches the input, then print that as opposed to the underscore, right? And then does that make any sense?
Yeah. So we're translating from a number index to a letter at that index in our secret word to a key value entry in our @lettersGuessed map, and the value of that entry is true or false. So that true or false becomes our condition. So either we append the letter, which is the same as appending the key because it's a string, or we append an underscore.
Oh, okay.
So one thing you could do is you could.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing there. Okay, yeah, secret word key.
So the only change you need to make here is instead of looking up into @secret word, you're looking up into letters guessed.
Oh yeah, duh. Right, baby. All right. So if letters guessed that the key is true, Then what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the word string plus equals key. Right?
Yep. And then you just handle the alternative case,
which is gonna be else if ELE if LELSIF else if at letters guessed at the key or the current letter is false, then we're going to do word string plus equals wait, if it's false, we should just be doing the same thing. Not the same thing as we are above, but just this, right?
Yeah, because that's a letter that exists in our word that hasn't been guessed yet.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. All right. That's one extra done.
Nice.
Display letter instead of. Oh wait, that's it. It's 2 extras. This will probably be needed. This will probably be needed to be written in make guess. No, because we already had a getter for that. Sorry. Sorry, Past Joshua. You were just wrong about that.
Yo, sometimes Past Josh comes through though.
Yeah, he does. You're right about that though.
He comes through in the comments sometimes.
Wait, make. I don't need to make logic for this. No, I already did that. I already finished this. We finished this function. Yeah, because all we really have to do is recall the initialize game function, because that prompts them. Do they want to continue playing? And how many times have we played a game that's kind of like that, right? Like if you die, and it'll just restart it, and it'll tell you, do you want to continue or not? Is that kosher? Is that okay with everybody? Are we okay to do that?
Gucci,
yeah,
baby.
you just want to make sure in that function you were working on, you're not appending an underscore every time outside of your conditional block.
Boom, baby. Okay. All right, let's do
and
it.
then,
right.
So is the initialize game method, is that what basically reads some kind of input? Like, do they want to play again?
Yeah.
Begin game. So you could just have your initialize game method print out that message you had down at the bottom, because it's the same, right? So would you like to play again? Oh, wait a second. But I guess you wouldn't want that output the first time you run your program.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, now we have some cleaning up to do. First of all, let's change this to something a little bit more professional. All right, you have already guessed this letter. Let's try that. Okay, you guessed a letter. Congrats. Okay, let's see. You have guessed letter. Correct. Congrats. Congrats. You guessed the letter incorrectly. Try again. Okay, what else? There's something somewhere that's printing out.
False.
Yeah. Where the fuck is that going on? Where's it puts? Oh wait, is this what? That's what's going on. That's what's going on. There she is. Okay. Let's make sure everything looks clean and beautiful. To do potentially must return more than just current state. Okay, we didn't need to do that because we actually just ended up making a bunch of other getters and calling them as needed. That would have been redundant. Let's see. All right, I think space there. We can get rid of this. We don't need that. Don't need that. Actually, we can. Yeah, that's okay. All right, I'm being really picky here now. Okay. It looks good. It looks clean. It looks pretty clean. I guess we don't really need this comment. I mean, you guys know what's going on there, right? Too bad. I know, so I'm removing it. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. This looks okay. This class, it's great. It's capiche. It's good. Now let's look at CLI. By the way, I'm just assuming that we just did it, that we have no bugs in the code we wrote. So we're going to find that out in a second. All right, this looks good. This looks good. This is pleasing. This pleases me. Okay. This pleases me. All right, let's wrap this up. Ruby, CLI.RB. And we got to remove this stuff at the top. All right, please type enter to continue or exit to exit. So we're going to enter because we obviously want to continue. The state of the word is 2. How is that possible? We fucked up. It's a 3-letter word. And that's because there is, well, hold on a second. If it's false, how is one of these being true then? Actually, I mean, do we have to do this then? Could do that. Probably a bad fix. Let's see, A, T, E.
Yeah, well, your for loop, you're starting that iteration at 1, not at 0.
Oh.
See that?
Boom,
So
boom, baby.
You need to move in the boundary from 0 to the length -1.
What did I just
Because
undo
we're
up
using
here
this
too?
as we're using the counter as an index, right? So we need to
Yes.
make sure it goes from 0 to like n-1.
Yes. Let's see. 0. Next one. Ish. Good. Let's see. All right. Please type enter. So now it works. A. There we go.
Nice, bro.
Nice. Look at that.
I like
E.
it.
All right, great.
Oh, so sexy.
All right, we finished Hangman.
Hey now.
It's probably got some little bit
Little
tweaking
spit
to
and
do.
polish.
We got a little spit and polish, but you know what? We can throw this in the back burner and we can fucking come back to it another time on a rainy day when we don't have anything else to do. I want to start thinking about something else. So I want to do something in Golang. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about doing like maybe
Bro, sometimes it's raining outside and I just stay inside and play Hangman all day.
yeah, dude, now we all have a free Hangman app. All right,
Yeah.
so
There you
we should add some extra words to it. I'm gonna put this on GitHub somewhere and I'm gonna give it to everybody.
Nice.
Please do.
Probably actually check the link in the comments or check the info section of the video. I'll put a link for the GitHub in there. I'll make it public.
And if you're in the comments, please leave us one.
Yeah, please leave us one. If you guys want some stuff to add to your repo, who's trying to get a job, go ahead, take it.
We
Be my
we
guest.
also want to see Josh on OnlyFans, so make sure to comment.
Correct.
Yeah,
That
definitely do
was
that too.
the real motive.
So I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about doing damn, we went well over 30 minutes. We went an hour. It's okay.
Bro, we destroyed that time limit.
Yeah, we had to kill it. I
We
mean, dude,
under promised and over delivered, which is
At least it's
exactly what
done.
Josh is gonna do on his OnlyFans.
yeah, absolutely. You already know.
Yeah.
It's like you get into the zone and you just don't want to stop, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's other times where like
Absolutely.
you're completely not in the zone to code and you're like, I can't do this. I'm getting up, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But so I want
There
to
you
think I think we should do Golang next because it's kind of similar to
Mhm.
Ruby, but not really. I'm thinking about doing a web app.
Fuck.
Nice.
This thing, a basic web app, 1 page, which maybe we have a library and we can sort through
Mhm.
something in a library. I was looking at this.
Like a music library.
Yeah, maybe. Let me see.
Ooh, music
Golang.
library. That sounds fun.
You remember cover flow like way back in the day in iTunes when you like scroll through like your like 3D albums?
Oh God, yeah,
It was like a big deal at the time.
yeah.
It would be like there would be like a center component, and then you like
Yeah.
scroll through, and it'd come into okay, yeah. I
It'd
think I
be
know
like
what
this
you're
like vertical stack. They'd like
Yeah.
perspective transform it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was weird as hell. That was not weird, but I don't know. We'll forget about it. We got to get in the stream. Forget about it. We'll find something to do with Golang, but I think maybe a web app because I mean, well, it's a general purpose language, but it's pretty good for web apps. So why not? And we did a console application this time. Let's do something else next time.
Oh yeah.
Spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's get a little spicy. But between then and that, we can do we do a podcast. Let's do the podcast
For sure.
We
Yeah,
can we can sprinkle that web app stuff in there later on in
A
between
little dev wisdom.
a little dev wisdom. All right. Good night, family. We're done. We're finished with Hangman. That's it.
Good night, YouTube.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Deuces.